First with breaking news.
Marketing Edge on TV is a leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, brand in focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix, encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Bababumi Agbibi. Welcome to the program.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
We begin with brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Airtel Africa has launched a pioneering AI-powered spam alert service in Nigeria to protect subscribers from fraudulent SMS messages. The service, automatically activated for all Airtel users, detects and flags suspicious messages in real time without requiring additional downloads. It will roll out across Airtel's 14 African markets after Nigeria. Nigeria's Communications Minister, Dr. Bosun Tijani, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, Dr. Aminu Maida, praised the initiative for enhancing digital safety and consumer confidence.
This aligns with the NCC's broader commitment to improving the quality of telecom services and enhancing consumer trust in the industry. The NCC continues to engage with all telecom operators under the guidance of the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy to ensure that consumers enjoy not just expanded connectivity, but also a secure and reliable network.
Solutions like Airtel's AI spam alerts reinforce the importance of leveraging artificial intelligence not only for security, but also for economic empowerment. By deploying AI-driven innovations that protect users and build trust in digital platforms, Airtel is contributing to a safer, more prosperous digital economy, one where Nigerians can fully participate with confidence and security.
Speaking at the launch, Airtel Nigeria's CEO, Dinesh Balsingh, described it as a game changer for telecom security.
What is the difference in this product is that it is ubiquitous. So it doesn't require an app, it doesn't require internet connectivity, it just requires your phone. So every single customer on the phone will be able to be alerted of a spam. So it's ubiquitous. Everyone is able to get it. So I think that's very important because there are consumers who are not so literate, there are consumers who have low-end phones. Everyone must be protected from spam, and that's what we really believe and truly believe in Airtel Africa.
The Airtel AI Spam Alert service is designed to filter all SMS through a proprietary dual-layer protection, one layer at the network level and the other at the IT systems level, processing over 1.5 billion messages in 2 milliseconds.
Very cool. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
I think that is something to...
GDM Group, a leading direct marketing and online services agency in Nigeria, is redefining the future of marketing by integrating innovation and technology into its business model. Speaking with Marketing Edge, the CEO, Victor Folabi, says the company has evolved beyond marketing, pioneering technological solutions and leading conversations at the intersection of marketing and technology. Afolabi reflects on the company's journey, highlighting key milestones that have positioned it as a leader in the Nigerian marketing landscape, while adding that GDM Group is expanding into management consulting and technology-driven solutions.
What we've done is to look at what we call adjacencies. Adjacencies means, what are my economies of scope? These clients I'm selling this to, what else can I sell to them apart from experiential? It's called your economies of scope. So today, I mean, we're testing out big time an e-commerce platform. because most of our clients are struggling with sales, pushing out in channels. E-commerce platform is coming in. I told you that we've had agency banking coming. What you need to do are, what are your adjacencies that currently you are buying, but if you bring it in, it makes your pie bigger. And that's been our own growth trajectory. 2017, we started powering this conversation around data, gathering data, enumeration, and we did some huge amount of progress between 2017 and 2020, national, sub-national, because of just that competence. We went into getting platforms that allows do enumeration, that allows do data capture, process loans and all that. And we did some huge things. So for me, it's more about what are my adjacencies. It can't just be this thing. What are the related things? If people don't evolve in that way, you only be complaining.
Coca-Cola has moved its media account from WPP to Publicis Group after a competitive pitch. Publicis will now handle media and data operations in the US and Canada. WPP had managed Coca-Cola's global media business since 2021, overseeing over 200 brands across 195 countries. The shift comes as WPP faces revenue declines, with shares hitting a 4-year low. In 2023, Coca-Cola spent an estimated $1.8 billion on US advertising. Next is Branding Focus after this break.
How far, Niger? Welcome to the Glow Cafe app. Come in. Because it's time for an upgrade. Your own personal Glow Cafe app open 24/7. Welcome to bigger, better, smarter. Welcome to total control of your data, your airtime. Mom, I'll call you back. How you buy? I'll send you data. How you share and how you recharge. Movies, gaming, music. All in one place. Welcome to more value. Download the upgraded Glow Cafe app and get more data. Get 100% recharge bonus and get a massive 100 gigabytes data bonus when you register. Want it all? Download all this into this.
Unlimited. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
Now, brand in focus. Retail media networks are changing the advertising landscape, enabling brands to leverage retailers' first-party data for precise targeting. Experts highlight that integrating in-store promotions, e-commerce placements, and social media campaigns can significantly enhance visibility and engagement. With African e-commerce projected to reach $180 billion by 2025, brands have a growing opportunity to scale their businesses. By refining data-driven strategies, they can optimize ad spend, improve targeting, and maximize return on investment. Experts emphasize that contextual and relevant content is key to capturing consumer attention. Using data insights, brands can create ads that resonate better, increasing conversions and strengthening customer relationships. Retail media networks are now more than just an advertising tool. They serve as a catalyst for driving sales, influencing purchase decisions, and ensuring brand visibility across multiple touch points. That was Branding Focus. Next is Industry Conversation, where we speak with industry thought leaders who have distinguished themselves and have made tremendous impact in their chosen field. Our guest today is YOMI BADEJO OKUSANYA, the lead partner, CMC Connect LLP, Perception Consulting. Join us after this break.
I love you too, and I'm going to miss you.
Have a safe trip.
I'm in Dubai.
Stay connected to what matters. Enjoy affordable rates with Glow Data Roaming Bundles when you travel abroad and no bills shock. Dial *312# and select 5 to choose your data roaming bundle.
You can't believe how beautiful this place is. Look,
For 5,000 naira, you get 125 megabytes. For 10,000 naira, you get 1 gigabyte. And for 25,000 naira, you get 2.5 gigabytes.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
On Industry Conversation, I have the lead partner, CMC Connect LLP, Perception Consulting, YOMI, BADEJO, OKUSANYA, fondly called YBO. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, great to have you. Now, what's your perception about the current state of the communications and marketing industry in Nigeria?
If you ask me, there's a lot going on in there. There's a lot of clutter, if you ask me. I think that when you look at it, all the various aspects or sectors of it, whether it's public relations, whether it's advertising, experiential, out of home, there's just so much going on. And of course, when you then add digital or social media, so it has become a lot more complex than when we started or we got into this trade. And I think the biggest challenge we have is that there's so much going on that it's difficult for us to measure what is delivering what. So is it what is working? Is it advertising that is working? Is it public relations that is working? Is it out of home that is working? Is it experiential that is working? Is it digital? Is it social that is working? Is it even influencer marketing that is working? I think that's the biggest challenge we have. I can't remember the person who said this, but he said the greatest challenge of communication is the illusion that it has taken place. So many of us purveyors of communication, we are putting more effort on output rather than outcome. So we think that once we've run a campaign and we hear it or we read it, it has achieved what it's meant to. I think that we need a lot more work in the area of empirical exercise to measure our campaigns, to measure the impact of the various campaigns that we run.
Okay, so now you said empirical, so what are these things that should be in place to measure the success of these campaigns specifically?
So we must have indices that we agree. So for instance, if it has to do with, it depends on what the objectives or the objective is. So at the beginning of the campaign, maybe you want an attitudinal change. I think the easiest way to measure the success of a campaign is by sales. That's if it's sales oriented, if you are looking at the bottom line. So you launch a product and you say, I want to sell X amount of it in 2025, and if you achieve it, you then want to believe that your campaign succeeded. But you really are not so sure what made it succeed. So the question is that what should we do? We should put more effort in research. We should put more effort in intelligence. We should put more effort in data gathering. We should put more effort in understanding lifestyle. So how do people respond to products? How do they respond to messages? What time do they listen? What is the attention span? There's just so much. Take, for instance, when we talk about the newspapers, there's something that's supposed to be called the Audit Bureau of Circulation or something like that. Who measures? You can't tell me any publication in Nigeria. What's the circulation figure? NTA says they are the largest television station in the whole of Africa. Do you measure that by the number of brick and mortar stations that you have? In this day of digitalization, there are many things that are going on, and they don't, or many broadcasts that are going on, and they don't really have that big a station. I don't want to mention one of the stations here. If you see where they're broadcasting from in Lagos, it's almost like the back of the boys' quarters of the house, but they're effective. They're one of the leading. So it's not really about the biggest brick and mortar that you have. It is about penetration. It is about the kind of appeal you hold for the various category of audiences. So here, there's a lot of mix and mash going on. We're doing a one-size-fits-all. So in other climes, if you want to reach a certain demographic, there's something you do. There's a certain time belt. Even within that belt, there's a certain approach. But here, we do one size fits all. So I think that's the biggest. If you ask me, the biggest challenge of communication now is the focus more on output rather than outcome.
Let's look at the infusion theme of CMC Connect LLP. How does it reflect the dynamics in the marketing communications industry?
Well, let me give you a little bit of history. The last 2 years, our business theme has centered around game changer. Game changer. And so we ran it for 2023, and then we did Game Changer 2.0 2024. And we did well. By reckon, we believe that we achieved most of the goals that we set out, if not all the goals we set out for ourselves. And then we thought that how could we take it higher in 2025? And that's when the idea of infusion came in. And what does infusion mean? It means to add something to make it stronger. I'm sure you've heard that word before, but perhaps I've never looked at it in depth. Adding something to make it stronger. So we set out for ourselves, and we said we looked at 7 areas that we needed to add to make us stronger and make our goals, maybe enable us to achieve the goals for 2025, just like we did in 2024. And so we identified 7 key areas that we're working on, that we put on the table, and we believe will help us achieve our goals for 2025.
How will the firm infuse energy and insights to achieve transformative outcomes for its clients?
Well, like I said, we've done 7 things, and I hope I can reel them off the top of my head. Otherwise, they should sack me and find another lead partner. We want to infuse capacity. We want to improve on culture, because as a capacity, let me go back in that, strengthening ourselves in the various sectors. We think that, we believe that we need support. So what we've done is that we've done staff alignment. We've moved people up, we've moved people around, we're hiring some new people, so that we'll become stronger in delivering service to our clients. We're looking at the area of culture and what we call culture alignment. As they often say, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And I say it doesn't just eat strategy for breakfast. It eats it for lunch, it eats it for dinner, and even small chops in between. So you must get your alignment culture right. So we're doing that. We're infusing technology. So how can we get better results using technology? We're using, in terms of client portfolio, so what kind of clients would we like to work for in 2025? If they don't come for us, we are going to look for them. So that's in the area of business development, targeting the areas we think that growth areas that can help us achieve the kind of numbers that we are looking for. We have another 2 key areas that we're looking at, and I'll tell you along as we go along.
Okay.
Yes.
So how does the firm look at infusing and also bringing strategic growth for its innovations and getting to its clients?
We have a business transformation and acceleration team that works and reports directly to my office, And basically what their work is to grow, help me grow the business, because my work as lead partner is to grow the business. So they are the ones saddled with this responsibility, measurable every month, and where we have some indices of growth. Some of the other things that I said I was going to speak to you about was client servicing, customer satisfaction. We want to improve on that. And how do we do that? Again, through strong feedback. We also want to win more awards. We were able to secure 2 coveted awards last year at the La Priga, the La Priga event. So we want to win more. We want to challenge ourselves, and not just local, but also international awards. So we've set benchmarks for ourselves, and we've said that we just need to put everything in place in terms of manpower, in terms of technology, in terms of culture, in terms of environment, to make sure that we deliver the goals that have been set for us.
When you were reading out the 7 points, you mentioned technology.
Yes.
And we're in an AI era. Now, how important is technology in driving business transformation?
Well, I mean, that goes without saying. We're 21st century. If you don't adopt technology, then you're standing still. People are going to leave you behind. I heard it said again that AI is not going to take the job of public relations practitioners. AI is going to take the jobs of those who do not embrace AI.
So PR, they have the hope that the jobs won't...
As long as we adopt it.
Oh, okay.
As long as we engage it, as long as we use it to drive business for our clients. Some of us came in the age where computers just came up. When we probably started, there were typewriters, or if you're doing artwork, you called it typesetting. And the companies that refused to embrace it quickly found themselves behind. The good thing about us is that our firm was founded 33 years ago this year, and we were a force to be reckoned with even at the beginning, and 33 years later we still are in that mix. We still are a force to be reckoned with. At the risk of sounding immodest, I'm sure if you were to count some of the leading public relations consulting firms in Nigeria, you will count us. We will fall into that. And the key for us has been the ability to innovate at every point in time, to refresh ourselves, to come up with new ideas that are contemporary and that keep us in the race. We fancy ourselves as a premium brand. We believe that and being a premium brand requires us to invest in quite a number of things, which includes technology extensively, and that's what we're doing.
So how does CMC Connect LLP stay ahead of the curve in terms of innovation and industry needs?
By reading the market. Reading the market. We owe whatever we are, whatever we've been, and whatever will be in the future to our clients. Because we operate in this market, and we must be ahead of the curve, like you said. So there are certain things, there are certain hires that we're making now that the industry may not understand, and they're wondering why. Look, we must transit from being a marketing, being seen strictly as a marketing communication service provider to a business enhancer. So I realize that what happens with most marketing communication persons or roles, they never transit to break that ceiling and head non-marketing communication concerns. So tell me, which PR director has ended up being the MD of a multinational? But you find accountants being. You find heads of, you find the chief engineer being. You find the possibly even the HR person being. So why we? Because of a major challenge. We talk to ourselves and talk to ourselves only. We must go beyond speaking to ourselves. That's why I said that the biggest, I repeated the quote, which said that the biggest challenge of communication is the illusion that it has taken place. When we, public relations practitioners are speaking, or even marketing communication, people are speaking, how many CEOs are in the room? Because we cannot just be talking to ourselves.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
That's much we can take today. Join us for the concluding part of the conversation next week. I am Bababumi Agbibi.